Hello and welcome back to my little corner of the internet. My name is Danielle Gray. I am a manifestation and mindset expert, purpose activator, transformational teacher, and spiritual mentor, elevating you to your highest and best so that you can manifest a life that you love. And I would love it if you would say hi in the comments below, a hashtag replay if that's applicable. Let me know where you're watching from. And today, because we're talking about self-doubt and limiting beliefs, I would love it if you feel comfortable to share your most pressing limiting belief or the self-doubt thing that keeps coming up and keeping you feeling stuck, keeping you blocked, holding you back from really achieving what it is that you know that you can achieve if you were just to remove this thing out of the way. Okay. Because today, like I say, we're talking about overcoming self-doubt and limiting beliefs. And by the end of this video, you will learn how to identify and address self-doubt and limiting beliefs. I'm going to give you some strategies for building self-confidence and cultivating a positive self-belief. And I want to show you how to harness the power of mindset to overcome self-doubt. This is a topic that I am very, very into. It is something that's so important to me because basically anything that you haven't achieved or that you haven't manifested or there's something that hasn't happened for you, the only reason why is because you doubt yourself or you've got a limiting belief in the way. And that can cause energetic blocks and whatnot as well. But we need to master self-doubt and build that unwavering self-confidence. Okay, so how do you identify and address self-doubt and limiting beliefs? Well, basically, anytime you have any negative thought, any little voice that comes in and says, you can't do that, you're not good enough, nobody will pay me for that, who's going to pay that much for this, who am I to make this kind of money when my family has put blood, sweat, and tears into their careers. This is easy for me, so I don't know that I can be earning a living doing this. It's not difficult, so I don't know that I feel good receiving money for it, and all of that. Okay, all of that is self-doubt and limiting beliefs, and all of that is your ego. Okay, your ego is designed to keep you safe. It's that little voice in your head that says you can't. After the other voice in your head says that you can, gives you an idea, and then you talk yourself out of it. Okay, that initial voice, that's your inner voice or your higher self. Okay, that's the voice you want to be listening to. So anytime you catch yourself in a negative self-talk, I want you to stop, or anytime you catch yourself saying something negative, stop immediately, mid-sentence, out loud, doesn't matter, and you say cancel, clear, delete, which clears what you've already said, and then you start again with what you would rather believe, what you would rather say. And this is so important because your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between something that is real and imagined, something that has happened and hasn't happened yet. So when you are saying nasty, limiting, bad things to yourself, your subconscious picks that up as truth. And your subconscious's mind's job is to prove you right. So it's going to start reflecting back in your reality reasons why that's true. And then now you've got proof and your ego says, see, that's what I said. And you can't do it. See, nobody's paying you for that. Nobody wants your thing. That didn't work out. That person doesn't want to date you, whatever it is that you're manifesting or creating or whatever your goals are. Okay. So how we can kind of flex this muscle is, first of all, you have to develop the awareness. So obviously practicing mindfulness is really, really great for this. Not necessarily meditating. I mean, I would recommend that you meditate, but I'm not necessarily saying you have to, but just kind of turning on your awareness switch every morning and just kind of being very tuned in to the things that you're saying to yourself. And as you catch yourself, and just setting the intention to be more mindful will help. Like and then you, as they flex the muscle, it gets easier and easier and easier, and you'll catch yourself easier and easier. Eventually it will stop happening, but you want to, as you catch yourself, you want to say, nope, I'm not going there today. Cancel, clear, delete. I would rather believe this instead. I know that I am destined for this, that, and the next thing. I have a desire for it, which means it's meant for me. In a previous video, I talked about how everything that you desire is meant for you. And not only that, it's actually, that desire is actually a memory sent back from your future self to your current self as kind of a GPS marker of where you're heading. Okay. So know that everything you desire is meant for you. So anything in you that says otherwise is just your ego. It's just limiting beliefs. It's just programming from somewhere else that you've picked up along the way from maybe your, good intentioned parents, other caregivers, friends, media, right? So just develop the awareness, set the intention to develop the awareness, and then tune into how you're talking to yourself. And every time you catch yourself saying something negative or talking yourself back out of something that you want or something you want to achieve, say, no, I know that this is meant for me. Everything will be fine. Everything is good. I know that this is manifesting in its own time. And, thank you, ego, for showing me where I still have inner work to do. Because if this wasn't something that was ready to be worked on, it wouldn't have come up. So thank you for bringing it to my attention. I will address it in my journaling or in my, next session with my coach or whatever. Okay. And then one of the ways you can continue to build this muscle, like I say, is first that awareness, but second is to follow through on what you say you're going to do. And this can be as simple as saying you're going to get up and go and get a glass of water, and then go and get up and get a glass of water, right? Because you're going to start to signal to your subconscious mind that what you say is going to happen is what happens, right? So you're training your subconscious mind to listen to you, and you're training your ego to realize, oh, she actually does do what she says she's going to do. I better, for a while, your ego will probably get louder. Okay. But then it will start to lose steam as you realize that, no, that's just a limiting belief. That's not true. I'm going to dismantle that. Okay. And if you have recurring limiting beliefs, you want to get your journal out, queen of journaling. You want to get your journal out and you want to write down, okay, well, is this belief actually true? Like, where did this come from? We are not born with limiting beliefs. They are given to us. We absorb them from other people. Okay. So you want to ask, where did this come from? Is it actually true? And what would I rather believe? Because this doesn't serve me. This is not getting me where I want to go. So I don't need it. So I want to release it. So what would I rather believe? Right. And then developing a growth mindset, an abundance mindset is so important. Okay. Now that will start to happen naturally as you're doing these things that I've already suggested, but also things like finding a really supportive community. Okay, like the one in the Manifestation Mastery Toolkit. It comes with a Facebook community that is very supportive. Everybody is manifesting all kinds of different things and supporting each other, and it's a really, really great space. Or communities on Facebook. I also have a free Facebook group that I would love to invite you to join me in. It's Money, Mindset, and Manifestation. Create the life of your dreams. It's linked to my bio. You want to also practice positive self-talk. So again, cancel, clear, delete when something negative is said in your mind, flip it to something positive. Positive affirmations are also a really great way to work on this. Like I said, surrounding yourself with people who get it, right? Who are working on developing an abundance and a growth mindset as well. You also want to think about just really absorbing a lot of really positive content. Now, I'm not talking like go be toxically positive. That's not what I'm saying. But like one of the things that I did when I started is I didn't have the means to invest in all of these mentors and programs and stuff. So I was just spending a lot of time with people who didn't realize were my mentors on YouTube and Facebook and trainings like this. I was just absorbing everything that I could, spending every second that I could absorbing positive growth mindset type content, and then letting it osmosis into my subconscious, right? And really practicing calling myself out when I was saying something less than positive to myself, when I was talking myself out of something, and when I just wasn't in alignment with my true callings, right? And another really good last minute little tip for you is visualization. Visualization is huge here. So when you get clear on what you are trying to create for yourself, spend a lot of time visualizing this. There's a really good book called Psycho-Cybernetics. I want to say it's by Maxwell Maltz. I'm probably messing that up, but it's called Psycho-Cybernetics. You can even get the whole audiobook on YouTube. Very, very good book. And he talks about visualization, and he says, spend, 21 days. Okay. So for the first like 10 days, spend the 10 days kind of really honing in on what it is that you want, how you want the reality to go. Maybe it's a scenario or a scene in your mind. Maybe you're walking into your new house. Maybe you've got a promotion. Maybe you've signed a high ticket client. Maybe you just started your business. Maybe you finally met this partner that you've been manifesting. Whatever it is, visualize it. Get really, really clear on what that looks like and what it feels like. Even more importantly, actually, is what it feels like. Because everything we want because we think we'll feel better when we have it. Okay. So how does it feel? Okay. And he says, spend the first 10 days just kind of playing with it and just kind of like reorganizing things so it's exactly how you want. And then the remaining 11 days, you just spend time every single day just visualizing the same scenario over and over and over and over again. Now, whether you do that or not, just spend time visualizing, spend time in the end goal. Remember that what you're manifesting is meant for you. And anything that you desire is already manifesting in the background, right? And the only reason it hasn't come yet is because we hold ourselves back from it with the self-doubt and limiting beliefs. So the quicker that we can get to the bottom of that, the faster we can manifest the thing. Now, one thing I'm going to say is you don't need to go digging for every limiting belief that you have, okay? Something that I want to make very, very clear is the limiting beliefs that are directly in the way, like the next one that's in the way, will make itself known to you. Okay. Limiting beliefs have a way of coming up when they're ready to be looked at and dissolved. Okay. And transmuted into a more positive self concept. So don't think you have to go looking and get rid of all of these limiting beliefs all at once. That's not how you do it. You just, as they come up, as you notice the negative self talk, as you notice the doubts about manifesting certain things or reaching certain goals or whatever, just examine it, question it. Like I said earlier, you know, where did this come from? Is this actually true? What would I rather believe? Okay. And like I asked, if you would be comfortable sharing with me some of your most pressing limiting beliefs, I would love to see if I can help walk you through that at all. And there also is, because limiting beliefs and overcoming self-doubt and all that is such a crucial part of the manifestation process, there are resources in the Manifestation Mastery Toolkit membership, which you can join right now. If you text this number 1-833-477-7316, you'll get a link to sign up and become a member of the membership and get access to all of these resources immediately. I would love to have you there. In the meantime, thank you so much for hanging out with me. It means the world to me that you're here spending your very precious time with me. I love you so much. Happy manifesting.